teacher. Hi friend. Today I'm going to talk about shooting stars. These are shooting stars. Can you see in this picture? You can see there is a light go through the sky. This shooting star are called meteor. Meteor is a rock that comes from space, comes down to Earth. It just goes fast, like a flash. You can see it with your eyes, but just for a few seconds, and then those will disappear. That is what we call meteorites. This is a rock which comes from outer space. This is an asteroid. You know that meteor is a small rock that comes from outer space. But this asteroid is a bigger rock that goes from outer space. Don't you know why dinosaurs distinct? Because there is an enormous asteroid which falls down into Earth. That makes no food for the dinosaurs. So it extinct. And people, human like us, appear. So asteroids are really big rocks. These rocks, when those are in space, and when these fall down, it will make a really hard time for people. If there is an asteroid that is as big as the asteroid which fall when the dinosaurs extinct, then if that one fall down right here, then human like us will extinct. This is a meteor. Like I just told you, meteoroids are the small ones that comes from outer space. When those meteoroids fall down onto Earth, they will just become like shooting stars. Like these are just the rocks that come from outer space. So like rock here on Earth, but it comes from outer space. That is the only difference. So those meteoroids are rocks. So when they shoot down, we call it shooting star. Just like the name shooting star. It's like it shoot, like a gun shoot. It's really, really fast. Just happened in a few seconds. So that's why we call it shooting stars. Because normal stars just stay there and stay there. Sometimes it will change, not always. These shooting stars, they came from one space, all other place, just in a few seconds. That's why we call it shooting stars. Look at this here. In this picture, I will explain for you. Look at these. These big rocks are asteroids, and these small rocks are meteoroids. You know, meteoroids are like small rocks, and asteroids are big rock, right? So they were just like traveling in the orbit, traveling in the universe, really, really, really slow. Until it came near Earth. Look at this. This outside one is the Earth. This circle inside the blue one is our Earth. When the asteroid or meteoroid come into this big circle, come into the air from our Earth, they will have a force that put them down, and they will shoot on the sky, which we call shooting stars. And asteroids too. They are just traveling in the universe. When they came near and hit the air, there is a force which pushed that asteroid down and make them not shooting stars, but dangerous asteroids. When they fall down onto Earth, they become meteorite. When the meteor run and hit Earth, it will cool down because there's no more force pushing it hard and fast. So it just go down and it just cooled down. But when it cooled down, we called it meteorite. This is the word looking for the rocks or the meteoroids or the asteroids which come from outer space. Look at this here. In this picture here, I have a meteorite. This one is this one is a meteorite that comes from space and go down there. So this one cooled down already. So which are called meteorite. Here are some new words that we'll learn today. Asteroids. Asteroids are large rocks that come from outer space. Next is meteoroid. Meteoroid are small rocks that come from outer space. Meteors are the rocks that cool down, is still cooling down on Earth. And last is meteorite, are the rocks that cooled down already. This shooting star is so big. Look at this. In this picture here, there is a really big shooting stars. You know, normal ones are really, really small, like these rocks. But look at this. This one is such a big shooting stars. This shooting stars is a meteoroid, comes from outer space, but this one is not an asteroid because it's not as big as an asteroid, but it's not small as the meteoroid. So, what do we call it? When shooting stars are this big, we call it fireball. It's like a ball of fire that shoots down. Because maybe that meteoroid is bigger than the normal size, so that's why it's that big. And it has a lot of force that will burn down, so these go down, and which we call them fireball. Sometimes it rains shooting stars. Rain shooting stars? You know, when maybe you just saw one or maybe two stars fall down together, like shooting stars go down together. But sometimes they rain shooting stars, which are called meteor showers. Meteor shower is when a lot of shooting stars fall down onto Earth. So we call those meteor shower. Here, you might think, yes, I know that as there is shooting stars come down to Earth by the rocks in outer space. But how can it rain shooting star? How can they have shower, meteor shower? This one is not because so much shooting stars fall down together, but it's because, Earth, they travel around the sun. They orbit around the sun, right? So Earth is coming all over around the sun in 365 days, which mean 1 year. But now, the Earth orbits around the sun in a circle. So in that circle, because it's in the universe, it's outer space, so there must be a lot of dust in the way when Earth travel. So let's pretend this is Earth and this is the dust. When Earth travel around the sun, they will meet a spot which has that dust. So that's why it metal shower. See, when they traveled here and then traveled here in those 365 days, there will be some days which it metal shower. Here, you can see here are the dust on the orbit around the sun of Earth. The way that's the Earth orbit is like this. When it comes to this spot, the Earth, on one part of Earth, they will rain shooting stars. And go another way here. This on which part that meet this dusks or asteroid or meteoroids will rain shooting stars. And so does this one. And then when it again, they start again. Look at this. In these pictures, you can see a lot of shooting stars is going down. This is not a meteor shower at all. Not a meteor shower. Now what can it be? Ooh, it is a meteor storm. Meteor shower is like having somewhere that is so dusty, which makes meteor shower. Now, this one is a meteor storm. That means there must be a lot of meteors in it. Rain onto Earth. Because it's a lot, when the rains that become harder, which we call storm. So when the shooting stars raining down harder, we call those meteor storm. And so that's all about my video. So thank you for listening. Bye.